What's popping, y'all? It's a great Starking here. Today we have a great lineup for you. We're gonna be learning how to choose skateboard wheels along with skateboard trucks. Then we're gonna watch a Brawlhalla Legends reveal trailer. Then we're gonna end it off with Nerf meets Call of Duty. So let's get into it. We're gonna start off with Choose Skateboard Wheels by Tactics Boardshop. You already know who they are if you've been watching this channel. So let's get into it. I always forget to
USB mode.
I always forget to turn on these speakers. All right, now let's go. What was that?
What's up? This is Tim with Tactics Boardshop.
Hey, Tim.
Today I'm going to help you pick out the best skateboard wheels for you. I'm going to break down the three main characteristics of skateboard wheels: hardness, size, and shape. Then we can whittle down the options and find the wheels that will work best for you. When choosing wheels, the most important thing to consider is what kind of skating do you want to do? With that in mind, let's start with the biggest deciding factor: the hardness. Skateboard wheels are broken down into two categories:
All right.
hard wheels and soft wheels. If you want to do tricks, then get hard wheels. If transportation is your main concern, then get soft wheels. The hardness of the wheel is measured on the Shore A scale. The higher the number, the harder the wheel. Soft wheels range from around 78 to 85A, and most hard wheels are around 99 to 104A.
Okay.
Hard wheels are hands down better for tricks because they are slippery and don't have very much rebound on landings. The slipperiness makes them much more forgiving when trying tricks. They allow you to power slide, pivot and revert tricks, slide on ledges and rails, and they let you squeak away with getting a little bit of wheel bite.
Gotcha.
The downside to hard wheels is that they aren't as smooth on rough pavement and don't keep your speed as well as soft wheels. They're also susceptible to being stopped by tiny rocks and pebbles on the ground. Soft wheels are unmatched for fast and smooth commutes across town. They can handle rougher pavement and they roll right through debris on the ground. And they're also much quieter. It is still possible to do tricks on soft wheels, like flat ground flip tricks and some manuals, but since they don't slide well, anything that involves power slides, reverts, pivots, or sliding on a ledge will be way harder.
So it's not recommended.
Plus, wheel bite is much worse with soft wheels because it grips the underside of the deck instead of sliding. Soft wheels also have quite a bit of bounce to them, so if you land with some impact using soft wheels, they'll rebound up into your feet and make it feel like there's a lot more impact.
Ooh.
They can, however, open up some possibilities for spots that involve rolling over bumpy rocks or some grass, so keep your mind open to the possibilities.
Alright.
There really aren't any wheels that are the best of both worlds, that are fast and smooth on rough pavement and good for sliding and doing tricks. If you get a wheel that's somewhere in the middle, around 88 to 92A, you're not getting a wheel that's good for both tricks and transportation, but rather a wheel that performs mediocre for both. It's better to have one set of each. You can swap between them when you need to get around, but that's a hassle. The best option is to have a completely separate cruiser setup for your soft wheels. Since
Man,
the
that costs
primary
money.
purpose of the cruiser board is transportation, you can build it with any old parts or worn out deck that you have laying around. The deck and trucks will last a long time because you're not abusing them the same way as you would on your trick board, and you can gradually upgrade your cruiser parts over time as you get new stuff for your trick board.
Okay.
It's also fun to personalize your cruiser with a crazy shape deck, custom art, or some accessories like rails or lappers. Just have fun with it and make it your own. In summary, if you want to do tricks, get hard wheels. If you want to just cruise, get soft wheels. Next, let's talk about wheel diameter.
Alright.
Wheel size is more of a personal preference thing. Wheels range from about 50 to 65 millimeters, and longboard wheels come in even bigger sizes. Bigger wheels keep your speed for longer and roll more easily over rough pavement, even with hard wheels. They are a bit heavier and make your board taller, which gives you a steeper angle of pop and slows down the timing for flip tricks a little. Smaller wheels lose their speed quicker than big wheels and can't really handle rough pavement. However, they are lighter and make your board lower to the ground, which gives you a more mellow angle of pop and quicker and more responsive flip tricks. It really boils down to your preferences. But skaters who like to do more technical skating such as ledges, manuals, and complex flat ground tricks tend to prefer smaller wheels around 50 to 54 millimeters.
Okay.
People that skate gaps and handrails and some rougher street spots might go for a slightly bigger wheel around 54 to 56 millimeters. And skaters who primarily ride transition usually prefer even bigger wheels around 56 to 60 millimeters because of how they keep their speed and can easily roll over coping. For example, you want to do tricks, but the street spots in your area are a little rough. You should still get hard wheels because they're better for tricks, but get slightly bigger ones because they can handle the roughness a little better. You can do any type of skating with any size wheel once you get used to it, but the average size you'll see is around 52 to 56 millimeters. If you're skating wheels that are bigger than 55 millimeters, I recommend installing some riser pads so you won't get wheel bite as easily, especially if you're riding big soft wheels. It's no fun when you're hauling ass and get tossed because you turn too sharp. If you want to know more about risers and how to avoid wheel bite, check out our riser pad guide. There's a link in the description. Lastly, let's talk about wheel shape. Wheel shape is also a personal preference. A couple things to look for in wheel shape is the contact patch, the lip, and the sidewall.
Okay.
The contact patch, also called riding surface, is the part of the wheel that actually touches the ground. The wider the contact patch, the more grip the wheel will have and vice versa. Many wheels have treads on the contact patch to give it some extra grip. So if you want a wheel that has more grip for skating transition or a really slippery part, look for a wheel that has a wider contact patch. If you want a wheel that's good for doing tail slides, reverts, and power slides, then get a wheel with a smaller contact patch. The corner of the wheel is called the lip. The sidewall shape is usually dependent on the shape of the lip.
Okay.
Rounder lip wheels tend to have rounder sides, and sharper lip wheels tend to have flat sides. A rounder wheel is better for rolling over things at an angle, which makes them good for slappies and rolling over coping. Wheels with a sharper lip and flatter sides are better for locking into grinds on rails and ledges because the wheel is less likely to slip over the obstacle. Bowl skaters tend to prefer rounder wheels with a wider contact patch, and technical skaters like a more square wheel with a smaller contact patch. But again, these are just broad suggestions and it all boils down to your personal preference. I hope this gives you some direction for choosing your next set of wheels. If you have any comments or questions, leave them in the box below, or hit up customer service and we'll help you get the answers you need.
So I'm still confused, but at the same time, I kind of get it. So for the wheel size, I might just get 54. Well, comment down below what's your favorite type of wheels or like brand, and what wheels do you prefer. On to the next one. On the same channel, how to choose skateboard trucks.
What's up? This is Tim with Boardshop, and today I'll show you how to pick the right trucks for your setup. Choosing trucks can seem confusing, but it's actually pretty straightforward once you understand a few basic concepts. The first and most important step is finding the right axle width. If you're getting your very first set of trucks, this is really the only thing you'll need to consider when picking them out. The size of truck you choose should be based on the size of the deck that you want to ride. Therefore, if you have an 8-inch board, then you should get trucks with an 8-inch axle. That seems easy enough, but a lot of truck companies label and measure their sizes differently. For example, an Independent 139, a Thunder 147, and a Venture 5.2 all have an 8-inch axle width. It can get a little confusing, so to make it easy for you, here's a chart.
Alright, I'm gonna come back on this video and look at this, but if y'all want to, take a picture real quick, cause I ain't gonna remember this off the rip.
With some of the top truck brands and sizes with their corresponding deck widths. Pause the video here, find your deck width, find which trucks will work with that deck. The trucks don't need to match the deck width exactly. It's okay if it's a little bit off, but we recommend keeping the difference between the deck and the truck widths no more than a 1/4 inch. For example, if you have an 8.25 deck, you could go down to 8.0 trucks or up to 8.5. Whether you go wider or narrower than the deck is entirely personal preference. Wider trucks are more stable, and narrower trucks are more nimble and easier to lift your board. Truck sizes usually come in 1/4 inch increments, so if your board is in between sizes like 8.375, you'll have to decide if you'd rather have your truck slightly bigger or slightly smaller. You can still mount trucks that are bigger or smaller than a 1/4 inch, but if they get too far off, it starts to affect the way the board skates. If the trucks are too small, it will give the board weird pressure points when trying tricks, and the additional leverage will make your trucks feel extra loose. If you have trucks that are way too big, they will stick out past the sides of the deck and you might kick them when you push, which is a real quick way to eat some pavement. So again, we recommend having truck axles that are within a 1/4 inch of your deck width. Also, if you decide to switch up your deck size, keep in mind that you may need to get different trucks to accommodate it if it's much wider or narrower than your previous deck. If you're getting a deck shape that has a taper where one end of the board is wider than the other, I'd recommend getting trucks width of the narrowest part of the deck. The next consideration is truck height. The height is measured from the bottom of the base plate to the center of the axle. Higher trucks can accommodate larger wheels without the addition of riser pads. They also give you a slightly steeper angle of pop with potentially sharper turns. Lower trucks give you a slightly lower center of gravity and give the board quicker and more responsive pops.
Y'all writing this
High
down?
versus low trucks is completely a personal preference thing, but higher trucks are generally preferred by skaters who ride transition and skaters who want steeper pop for higher ollies and flip tricks. Low trucks tend to attract skaters who like doing technical flip tricks and skating ledges and manual pads. But again, you can do any style of skating with whatever size trucks once you get used to it.
Okay.
You can always make your trucks taller by using riser pads to give yourself a little extra
Which I
wheel
will
bite.
do.
If you want to know more about riser pads and how to avoid wheel bite, check out our riser pad guide. Another thing to consider is the weight and materials of the trucks. Most standard trucks are made with aluminum hangers and base plates with steel axles and kingpins. Some skaters prefer lighter weight trucks to give the board more responsive pops and easier flipping tricks for technical skating. So truck companies will utilize things like slimmed down geometry, hollowed out kingpins and axles, and special materials like magnesium to cut down on the weight. The trade-off, however, is the durability of the truck.
Ooh.
Some companies make trucks with titanium axles to give them extra strength to make it less likely that they'll bend or snap. The weight difference, however, between lightweight and heavier trucks is only about 30 to 50 grams, so it's not going to make a drastic difference in your skating. Another thing you might see is an inverted kingpin. This means the kingpin has been flipped upside down, with the nut inside the base plate and the butt end of the bolt is up top. These trucks generally require a 3/8 Allen key to adjust instead of the usual 9/16 wrench. The advantage of these trucks is that there's a little extra grind clearance between the kingpin and the grinding surface of the hanger, so it's less likely that your kingpin will catch on whatever you're grinding. The hardware hole patterns on trucks have been standardized across the industry so that any brand truck will fit on any brand skateboard. However, before 1993, the hardware hole patterns on decks were slightly wider apart. They used to be 2.5 inches apart instead of the now 2 1/8 inches. The change came with the evolution of new tricks, and they needed more space on the nose and tail for slide. So if you have a deck that's from the era before the bolt pattern changed, or if you bought a reissued old school deck, it might have the old bolt pattern, meaning you'll need to get trucks that have the holes available so you can mount them. Just look for the extra set of holes by the pivot cup housing. If you have any additional questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and have fun skating out there.
Thank you, Tim. Alright. That helped me a lot. Mainly. So I know what I'm looking for when it comes to like board, wheels, and truck sizes. Hope y'all do too. On to the next one. We're checking out Brawlhalla, new legend reveal. Yes, I played Brawlhalla. Alright, let's get into it. Ransom reveal trailer. And there he goes again. What? Look at his fingernail. I know it's kind of off topic, but this is one thing I don't like about certain cartoons where they get realistic and it's just ugly. You don't need it. Ransom the virus. Wait. When did they start talking? Like, I never heard them talk before. He's talking a lot. Incognito Ransom? I should have been reading these. was clean. That was clean. That was clean. I might just have to buy this dude. Just by the way he looks. What's your favorite character in Brawlhalla? Let me know whenever you watch this. Alright, on to the last one. Alright, time for the last video of the day. Nerf meets Star Wars gun game by Arron. Make sure you check him out. This is an old video though. So if this does good, I'll keep making videos on him. Let's get into it. Alright. Mike Rance, XX, Nerfinator, and OMG, it's Joady. I don't even know. I guess that's people he's going up against. First gun, Stormtrooper pistol. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, that's one shot. Captain Casson Blaster. Alright. Death Trooper Blaster. That actually looks cool. I didn't even know they make Star Wars Nerf guns. Come on, get him! He's gonna get you. Come on! Hurry up! Go! Ooh. Ray Jakku Blaster. Alright, I know they was. Oh! I'm not gonna lie, it didn't look like it, but that kind of scared me. I did not expect him to be behind him. Man. First death of the video. Damn. Alright. Come on. How'd you already get shot? You can. If you stop being killed. Finally. Han Solo Blaster. I was about to say his aim. Stormtrooper Blaster. Alright, that looks cool. I kinda want one now. Come on. There you go. Jin Erso Blaster. I never saw Star Wars, so forgive me if I'm mispronouncing these. Did you just slip? Sounds like you, bro. Come on. I know you can catch up to him. Get him. Get him. Did they just duck? They kill each other. Get him. Get him. Get him. There you go. Chewbacca bowcaster. That looks cool. Yeah, you're about to die. That's that bad feeling. Get him. He's right there. He don't see you. Right there. How do you mess that up? I'm looking at y'all. How does he mess that up? you had to do was just look down. Just a little. Yeah. Don't mess up now. Hurry up. Finally. The Force. Okay, I get it. Okay. That was funny. Lightsaber. That's gonna be hard, ain't it? Cause he got a sword. He brought a sword to a gunfight now. Unless everyone else has lightsabers now. He still got a gun though. I don't know why he's running. He got a gun. He can just shoot you. Is he reloading that? See that? Oh wait, he's using the Force. He killed that dude and just got the power. Try again. But now that dude has a lightsaber, so it should be even. Oh, we got green and red. Wasn't that another one? Come on. Watch out. Watch out. Did you just fall? I know that wasn't part of the plan. Watch out by the dude. Yep, watch out for him. Watch out for the dude behind you. Okay, that was cool. But unnecessary. Watch out for that dude. I gotta see his final kill again. Let me see. So he just jumped in. I mean, that's how you want to fight. There's no such thing as a fair fight, but.
May the Force be with you. It's a trap!
Alright. Man. That was very interesting. I actually liked it. You can see me giggle a few times. But that's gonna do it for today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Like I said, if this does well, I will react to Arron and Essor more. And that does it. Keep it fresh.